All right, everybody, welcome. We are here with phenomenal leadership coach Cliff Jones. Cliff is just an absolute expert who has been through so much of this, both himself and with clients. He brings so much to the table, and we're going to do our next part of our series and let you get to know our team a little bit more. So thanks so much for taking this time, Cliff, and I just want to get right into it, ask you some questions that I know our clients and potential clients are absolutely dying to know. So my first question is, why do you care so much about the leadership success of your clients? I mean, what makes you so invested in that you've made this your profession?
Well, John, thanks for having me. The thing about leadership success is if we all looked at ourselves as leaders of us, Inc., and we took 100% ownership as leaders of our thoughts, our actions, and our behaviors, the world would be a significantly better place. So I like doing that as part of the ALV team because one client at a time, we can make a big difference.
That's outstanding. What do you feel like when people are considering you incorporated, us incorporated? What is one element do you think people are missing that if maybe they knew or they talked to you about and then saw that it would open them up? What do people miss when it comes to that?
Yeah, so that's easy. It's clarity. If we don't have clarity, we can't define a goal, we can't define a vision, we can't begin to see, feel, trust, actualize, realize, manifest any of the things that we don't have that we think we want. So clarity gives us confidence and focus and momentum and what I call alignment.
Interesting. Tell me more about alignment because I've heard you use this term. I've heard it be really core to what you teach. Tell me about alignment. What are people missing? How do you help them get it?
So the first most important alignment for me is what I call vertical alignment. It's a metaphysical term I've adapted. It's alignment of head, heart, and soul. So if you really feel you're living in integrity, your head, heart, and soul are aligned. Next level of alignment is alignment with a purpose that's bigger than perhaps serving yourself. I think we could all agree that selfishness is one of the main challenges we face as a society in learning to get along. And so when we put others first, we make a massive shift in developing new intentions and strategic plans of actions and aligning the right people, places, and things to help us be more successful.
Interesting. I have kind of a pivot question for you because something that I've had clients ask, I know it's on a lot of people's minds. It's often easy for us to work with clients at the beginning of their journey who come with a blank slate, they know nothing and they want to learn everything. How would you help a client that is not that it's failed many times or struggled or stumbled many times and now they're coming to you because they've had some setbacks or even some big disasters? How do you approach that differently than maybe somebody who is coming to you at the beginning of their leadership journey?
That's a great question too. So we have a process at Ama La Vida that we share as coaches. We have practices as coaches, and those practices give us tracks that empower people based on their goals. So once we have clarity on goals and direction, it's a function of leveraging the process. You know it as well as I do. The process always works, and if we keep people on tracks that are aligned with their purpose and their goals, and they can articulate that, we get to be the resource, the trusted coach, advisor, sounding board, partner, a guide to help our clients navigate through anything in the transitions. And those who are most broken have the greatest opportunity to find that new clarity, because when I was most broken, I had to be really broken, and that compelled me to say, I've had enough. I'm going to do whatever it takes to turn my mindset around and get my head, heart, and soul aligned again with a new purpose. Because when you're lost, you really don't have any clarity, you don't have any purpose, you don't have any confidence, and being lost is very purposeful in that it gives us a chance to really reflect and figure out what do we need to do next as personal leaders to change our lives, our careers, anything that we do with clients today.
I love that. That was very, very powerful about when we're at our most broken. I think that's something that's going to resonate with a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people have been there before, feel like they're there now, And I think that's very important. What is what is something that you love to ask that maybe people haven't been asked as part of a journey like this before? So as someone's coach and supporting them in that way, what kind of things do you love to ask them that they're going to be challenged on?
Well, I want to know early in our relationship what they're grateful for. So everybody wants to know, well, what do you want? Where are we going? What don't you think you have that you think you want? But I love to focus on practicing gratitude and a certain presence, because when we really think about it, John, how do we get anything we think we don't have unless we can be truly grateful for what we do have? Because when we're grateful and present, aware of our gifts, our passions, and our purpose becomes illuminated as our clients experience through our process, we really get empowered, and that's when we get into that clarity and that flow of life that comes and goes. And when it goes, if you're truly aligned, head, heart, and soul, you're less likely to be thrown off base emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, because you're more stable, balanced, centered, focused.
That is an incredibly powerful answer to that. And it's so true that we, especially in our line of work, I mean, we tend to be so focused, and our clients tend to be so focused on what isn't there, what don't I have, what problems are there, that focusing on that is so powerful. So I think that's actually going to be a great closing question that I'm sure now a lot of our viewers on this will want to know. Liv, what are you grateful for in this moment, day, week, year? What are you grateful for?
I'm most grateful, John, for being aligned with a purpose, because as a younger executive employee of a larger company, I always wanted to own my own business, help other people. I coached people in sports. I wanted to be a successful business person. I was able to build some businesses and have some success, but many failures to get those successes. So to what I'm most grateful for is to be aligned with purpose and to feel the flow of that alignment, because then I can share that energy. Because then that energy exchanges, and I don't know if you experience, I'm sure you experience this, but we get onto a call where our energy might not be high with a client by the time of that call, because of our shared energy together and our co-alignment. We empower and energize each other. And that's what Alma La Vida is all about: loving life, clarity of purpose, and doing it together, because we can't really do it alone.
That's one, and of course, we've all been there with a really great energy exchange with a client, and the time goes by so quickly, and you're so energized and ready for the next one. And that's really great. And I am personally very grateful to have you on the team, Cliff. I think you bring just a phenomenal wealth of power and energy and knowledge, and we're really grateful to have you. Any any last closing statement or anything that you'd really like to put out there for people who might be viewing this and kind of wondering what it's like to work with you for the first time or work with us for the first time? Any last message to send?
Well, John, our business is booming. We're having a record year. And what that's telling us, despite some very difficult, challenging times for everybody around the world, that millions of people are being compelled to take charge of their lives. So if you're one of those people and you're hearing this and you're wondering what you need to do next, what I suggest is get in touch with us. Find one of our coaches who can give you some time. You can build some rapport, do a little bit of discovery, as we're doing of you, and change your life. John, do you love your life today?
I love my life today.
I love my life today. And you know what? If you don't love your life today, you deserve to love your life, because it's no fun waking up when you do not love your life.
That is outstanding. Everybody, you heard it. You deserve to love your life. Pick up the phone, send an email, send a message. We're here. Cliff's here. I'm here. Everybody on the Levita team wants to talk to you. Get in contact with Cliff. Let's change your life for the better. Thank you so much, Cliff, for the time.
Thank you, John.